Hello you and welcome to another MTG Arena video from MTG Barbieri. I am Bruno Barbieri and today we are going to open 5 golden packs and also 53 Edge of Eternities, the new collection that just was launched today. So before I start to open the packs, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri to find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. So let's begin opening the packs, but first you may ask, how do you have so many packs to open? It's simple, I just bought the offer. Do I recommend you to buy the offer? The offer that usually happens 1 week before the launch of a new set? Basically, no, I don't recommend you. I just bought it because I create content for Magic Arena in YouTube, and for that reason, I needed to have as many cards as possible on day one to create a lot of different decks, so you can watch my gameplays and then decide if you want to burn a wild card to create a specific deck or something like this. But usually, if you are just a casual player, just keep playing for free and you will receive some booster packs from the Edges of Eternity when you start to accomplish the tasks, the daily tasks, and eventually you will receive some wild cards and you can create the deck this way, the deck that you want. I just bought it because I really need to have as many cards as possible on day one. Basically, it's my reason. I don't recommend you. If you want to buy something, you can buy the mastery here, the pass for the mastery. You will receive a lot of cards, booster packs, mythic cards, cosmetics and things like that, and I think that the price is fair. It's fair enough. But if you just don't want to spend any money, don't spend. You don't need to do this. So let's begin opening the golden pack. What's the difference between opening first the golden pack or Edge of Eternity? Because how the algorithm works. When the algorithm opens a golden pack, it checks how many cards do you have in each collection, and then it increases your chance to receive some cards of a specific collection that you don't have a lot of cards, that you have a small number of cards. In this case, I have just one card from Edge of Eternity, a rare card that came together on the offer. When I bought it, it came one card from the Edge of Eternity. So basically, if I start opening the golden pack first, I will have a bigger chance to receive cards, rare or mythics from this collection. So basically is what I'm going to do. So let's open all 5 at once, and let's hope that we can find a lot of cards. Let's begin here. Cool cards, I mean. Let's see, Zeno Yagalvus. Okay, this is from the Final Fantasy. This is from Bloomburrow. And we have here Edge of Eternity. We have already one here. The Eternity Elevator, another from the Edge of Eternity, another from the Edge of Eternity. It's enchantment. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. Oh, this card is pretty insane to create a Rakdos sacrifice deck or mono red sacrifice or something like this. Very, very cool. Rustle Harvester, also from Edge of Eternity. We have Sage of the Skies from Tarkir. We have a Realm Reborn from Final Fantasy. This is a great card also, but I never created a deck with this card here. We have Infinite Guideline Station. I never saw this card. That's the first time. I don't remember to see this card on the preview, but great. It's also from Edge of Eternity. Another from Edge of Eternity. Here we have from the Final Fantasy, Noctis, Prince of Lucis. Leyline of the Void. It's a great card that we can use in some decks also. Space-Time Anomaly from Edge of Eternity. Entropic Battle Cruiser, também, also from Edge of Eternity. Arch Enemy Charm It's a great card. I really wanted to get this card here, so it's amazing. Black Bone Verge from Ether Drift. It's always good to have dual lands. Gaunt Knight Minister from Ether Drift. The Mind Skinner, I think I have 2 copies of this, but I never created a card with it. Starfield Vocalist from Edge of Eternity. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. And it has Warp. Great. Diadrain Synthesis Amalgam from Edge of Eternity. We have something here from a vehicle from Ether Drift. Valley Might Caller from Bloomburrow. This is a traditional card. And we have here Narsat Skyway Master from Tarkir. Cosmogoyf, it's from Edge of Eternity, great. Aetian Preen from Final Fantasy. And we have Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest from Bloomburrow. It's great for a dragon deck. I think I will create in the future a dragon deck. Chandra Flame Shaper from the Foundations. First card of the Foundations that came in this golden pack. Oil Deep Gear Hulk. This is a great card for Dimir. It's from Ether Drift. And we have Neriv, Heart of the Storm from Tarkir. And finally we have Tezzeret Creel Captain. This is one of the first cards that were available on the preview from Edge of Eternity. So, I think we got some cool cards here. And remember, if you want me to create some card for a gameplay that you want to watch, just tell me in the comments below that I will be more than happy to create a deck for you with some of these cards here. So let's open 10 from Edge of Eternity. Let's see what we have here. I will check just the rare and mythic cards, because we have, of course, a lot of cards here, and we will take a lot of time talking about all the cards if we decide to talk about uncommon or common. So let's see here. Terra Symbiosis again. I think we got some Terra Symbiosis on the golden pack. Another Terra Symbiosis. Okay, I believe I have 3 Terra Symbiosis now. Sunset Saboteur. Minace Ward, discard a card. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and opponent's control. We can think something very cool to create a deck with a Ward, discard a card, maybe a discard deck with some, I don't know, I have to think properly on this. Singularity Rupture, great. Terminal Velocity, you may put an artifact or creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. When this permanent leaves the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its mana value to each creature. And at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this permanent. Yeah, we have some cards that have some similar effects. Maybe we can create a group with this card here and Bandit's Surprise, I believe. It's Bandit's Surprise. Surprise of the Bandit, something like this. It's a green card that allows you to put creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield without paying any mana cost. The first wild cards. Now I have 7 wild cards. Great. 7 rare wild card, yeah. Lightshow Inquisitor, it's Vigilance. When this creature enters, each opponent exile a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Maybe it can be used with when this creature enters, each opponent exile a card from their hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more to cast. Yeah, it's similar to a another white card that you can see the hand of your opponent and then choose some card to exile, and they have to pay a bigger cost to cast it. I forgot the name, but it is also a white card. We have Nova Hellkit. It's a dragon. Very cool, and it has Warp 2. And when this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Well, paying 3 cost to just cause 1 damage to a target creature, but it has haste. Oh, it has haste. You can cause 4 damage in an attack if they don't have anything to block. Yeah, it's a cool card. We have Bioengineered Future. When this enchantment enters, create a Lander token. Each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay. And we have Sotera the Super Void, of course. Sotera appeared. It's one of the first cards that appeared in the preview, if I'm not making a mistake. And it says whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent choose a creature they control and exiles it. At the beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creature, sacrifice Sotera, then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, okay. Let's open another 10. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's begin here. What is it? Possibility Technician. It's a creature. This creature or another Calvo you control enters, exile the top card of your library. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it if you control a Calvo. Yeah, I have to think about how to use this card here. We have Sunset Saboteur again. We just got on the last 10 that we opened. Entropic Battle Cruiser. Artifact, Spacecraft, Station. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. Yeah. I think it's amazing against a Reanimator deck, or if you are using a discard deck, maybe. I don't know. Flying Death Touch. Whenever the spacecraft attacks, each opponent discard a card. Each opponent who can lose 3 life. Yeah. We have again Bioengineered Future. And here we have Sledge Class Seed Ship. Station. Flying. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Yeah. Breeding Pool. Great. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. It's like a pay land, but you just pay once. And we have Machinus Massacre. Sorcery, choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them, then gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, but the cost is pretty intensive. Oh, we have a Raging Ravine. A land, this land enters tapped. Adds green or red mana. And until end of turn, this land becomes a 3/3 red and green elemental creature. If whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's still a land. It's a new creature land. Very cool. Biotech Specialist. When this creature enters, create a land token. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponents. Yeah, I think I saw this card before. I'm not sure where. Sotera, another Sotera. Great. I will think about a cool deck to create with it. It seems very promising card. Let's see the last one. A wild card. Great, let's open another 10. We have here what? Oh, now we have a lot of rare and mythic cards. Let's open here. First, Echoing Deeps. It's a land cave. You may have this land enters tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to its other types, and adds an incolor. Endless Sands, Lands Desert. You can exile a target creature, tapping it, and paying 2 mana of any color, and we can pay 4 mana of any color and tap it, sacrifice this land, return each creature card exiled with this land to the battlefield under its owner's control. Very cool. Very cool. We can create a lot of different strategies with it. Synthesizer Lab Ship. It's a station 2+ at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to one target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying until end of turn. And 90+ flying vigilance, and it's a 4/4. Multinous Massacre again. I just didn't like the cost. 7 mana. Yeah. Oh, Lava Claw Reaches. This land enters tapped, it adds a black mana or red mana, and you can pay red mana, black mana, and 1 mana of any color, and until end of turn, this land becomes a 2/2 black and red elemental creature with X. This creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn. It's still a land. Ice Steel Explorer, it's a creature, Insect Scout. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard and landfall whenever a land you control enters new a card. It can be used in a Dimir Reanimator or not a Dimir, sorry. Golgari that you put creatures on your graveyard and then you can get them back, or at least you reduce the cost of the cards in your hands based on the amount of the cards that you have on the graveyard. Yeah, who knows. We have Sacred Foundry. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. Yeah, it's another like a pain land that you just pay once. Arch Enemy's Charm again. We have choose one, exile target a creature or planeswalker, return 1 or 2 target creatures and or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to hand, and finally put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn, and only costs 3. It can be a new removal. Yeah, it can be a new removal. It's better than there is a common or uncommon card in black that you can destroy planeswalker or creature paying 3. It's an instant also. I forgot the name, but you can only destroy creatures or planeswalkers, and in this case you can exile, and also you may choose other stuff depending on your situation in the game. We have here Ragos Death Gastronaut. Artifacts you control are foods in addition to their other types and have 2 mana of any color. You tap it, sacrifice this artifact to gain 3 life. Then we can pay 1 mana of any color, tap it, sacrifice a food. Ragos deals 3 damage to each opponent. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, untap Ragos. Maybe can use in a sacrifice deck, maybe. Boris Sacrifice, I don't remember if there is any Boris Sacrifice. I know that there is a Rakdos Sacrifice. Celestial Colonnade. It's a land. This land enters tapped. You can add a blue mana or a white mana, and you can pay 3 mana of any color, 1 blue mana, 1 white mana, and until end of turn, this land becomes a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature with flying and vigilance. It's still a land. Amazing. Let's see the other here. Manon. Come on, man. What's this name? The right hand. Flying. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast artifact spells from the top of your library, and artifacts you control have tap, add 1 blue mana, spend this mana only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Maybe can also be used with a reanimator deck. I don't think that will make so much difference, adding just a blue mana. I don't know. The Eternity Elevator, again, it's a legendary artifact, spacecraft. When you tap it, it adds 3 mana of any color. And in color, in this case, it has a station. And 20 plus add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. And we have a mythic here, Cavern Memorial World. This land enters tapped. When you tap it, it adds a red mana, it has a station. And when you pay, when it's 12 plus, and you tap 1 mana of any color and a red mana and tap this planet, sacrifice a land, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact ritual token, then creates. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, maybe we can create something that keeps creating creatures. I don't know. Dawnfire Sunstar Dreadnought. It's a station, 20/20. 10 plus, whenever you attack, Dawnfire deals 100 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Come on, man. And 20 plus, it has flying. Savage. It's brutal. Let's open another 10. I just opened one. Sorry. Let's see here. It's a Stally Reclaimer. It has flying. When this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. It has Warp 2. Mana of any color and 1 mana white mana. It's a 5/4. And it's an angel. Maybe it works in a angel deck. Let's see. Let's open 10 here. I will not do the same mistake again. And let's see what we got. Let's see here. Stomping Ground, another pain land for Gru. It's always great to have pain lands, or at least dual lands. Né? Another Stomping Ground. Great. Entropic Battle Cruiser. Artifact Spacecraft, its station 1 plus. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. Flying Death Touch at 8 plus. And whenever the spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't lose 3 life. I believe that I already got 1 copy of this. Another rare wild card. We have now Might for Harmonizer. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Well, I believe that Tifa said hello in this case here. I believe that a mono green landfall will be even stronger with this card here. Let's see. We have Nesting Grounds. It's a land that gives an incolor, a mana of no color. And you can tap it, pay 1 mana of any color, and move a counter from target permanent you control onto a second target permanent. Activate only as a sorcery. Totally different type of mechanic to move counters from a target to another. Yeah, fine. Biotech Specialist, we already have one of these. Arch Enemy Charm, we also already received. I believe that's the 3rd copy that I have. Let's see. Oh, it's a wild card, a mythic wild card. Great. Mutavault lands. You tap it, it adds a mana of no color, and if you use a mana of any color, this land becomes 2/2 creature with all creature types until end of turn. It's still a land. It's pretty cool. It's similar to that land That is also all creature types when you pay 4 mana of any color, and it becomes permanently a creature land. I forgot the name. And we have here Cosmogrand Zenith. It's a creature human soldier. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Create 2/1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's a 2/4. And we have a Daedrian Windswept Bastion. It's a land planet. This land enters tapped. It adds white mana. It has station. And at 12 plus, you can pay a white mana, 3 mana of any color, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. I think that's a very powerful mechanism, but we must see if in game it will be it will be possible to keep copying the artifacts and enchantments that we need, or it will be too hard to do this. Okay, let's continue. Open another 10 and let's see what we get. I got 2 more. Oh, I have 14 mythic, well, 7 mythic wild card and 14 rare. Great, let's see. Cosmogoyf. Cosmogoyf power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. So I believe that's a great card to use with the new mechanism. We have here Enchantment Hour. I believe that's the first one. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Man, you can steal stuff from the graveyard of your opponents. If they are playing with, for example, some kind of reanimator deck, you can get big creatures from their graveyard and use. It's amazing. Void. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. I believe that Cosmogoyf will be perfect with warped creatures. I think that it's gonna to work pretty well. Let's see the next one. Space-time anomaly. Target player mills card equals to your life total. Man, if you keep gaining life in a life gain deck, for example, and you get to 30 or 40 points of life, you can mill your opponent with this card here. Maybe it's a new archetype. Gain life with milling. Yeah, great. Moonlight Meditation. Enchantment Aura. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanents. Yeah, it's a way to mix the token deck archetype with this new maybe archetype here. Yeah, I think that's may works. I don't know, just testing. Nova Hell Kit. Okay, it's a dragon. I think we already saw this one. Let's go to the next one. We have Godless Shrine. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. It's a dual land, pain land also. But it's for Orzhov. And we have Frenzied Bellow. Creature Beast. This spell can't be countered. It has Trample Haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered. This is something. Combat damage can't be prevented. I think this is gonna be amazing for a mono green. Especially because this spell can't be countered. And it has a low cost, only costs 2 forests. It's amazing. Okay, here we have the the mythic wild card, another here, and we have Tom Nook's Steadfast Second. Legendary creature, Cavalry Pilots. Other creatures you control have haste. Artifact cards and red creatures cards in your hand have warp. Oh, it's gonna be very, very cool for warp decks that works heavily on warps. Now let's open the two that we are missing here to end all of the booster packs that we have. And we got consult the star charts. It has kicker 1. Look at the top X card of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put one of those cards into your hand. If this spell was kicked, put two of those cards into your hand instead. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It has kicker. Yeah, I'm not sure how we would use this. If the spell was kicked, put two of those cards is the number of lands you control. Yeah, it's a filtering card, but we have to maybe to have a lot of lands on the deck, because where X is the number of lands you control. Oh no, it's the number we already control. But anyway, as many lands we have, the better will be. The better will be the number of cards that you can see. Let's see the last one. Allied Acolytes. It's a human cleric creature. Lifelink. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. It has Void at the beginning of your end step. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Yeah, well, that's it. We have here 14 rare wild cards and 7 mythic wild cards. And the vault is 86.5%. Let's see how many, how our collection is right now. How many cards we have? Oh, we have 73% of the cards of Edge of Eternity. Yeah, we just got 53 booster packs and we already have 73% of the cards. Yeah, I think that's great. I can't complain at all. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you want to see me creating a specific deck or something like this, choose a card and tell me what kind of deck do you want me to play. That I will be more than happy to create the deck for you, and then you check in the gameplay if it works for you, burn a wild card or something like this to create your deck. Okay? See you in the next video.